Your life will never change, even on self-improvement. You know, there's a lot of men just like you who are watching this video right now, who they go to the gym, they watch Hamza, they watch First Man, they watch Andrew Tate, you read books, you do all the things that self-improvement tell you to do, and yet you're still miserable and you still aren't moving anywhere. I was like that for a very, very long time. I was like that for so long, in fact, that I nearly gave up on self-improvement. I nearly gave up on it. I genuinely nearly turned around and was like, you know what? Maybe I'm just going to be like everyone else. Maybe this is just all a scam. But I was too far in my life to turn around and go back. I learned so much on self-improvement that even though I felt like I wasn't really moving forward, there was just so much in my head that I couldn't just go back to living a normal life. I couldn't go back to just being a Jeffrey. Things changed very quickly once I discovered this simple trick. The reason why you struggle so much to actually make any progress in your life whenever you actually are being consistent and you're meditating every day, you're uploading YouTube videos, they're getting no views, and those are the videos that could potentially be getting views, but they don't. You go to the gym, you're eating the foods, you're doing all those things, and you're just not quite getting the body you want. You have Tinder ready on your phone, but you're so insecure to actually upload the photos of yourself onto it. And overall, bro, you're stuck. You feel like you're in quicksand. Have you ever felt like that? When you're actually going through life and you're doing everything you possibly can, but you're just stuck, just in one position, and you're not going anywhere. I want to draw your eyes to something really quick. To simplify and break this down, to make this a lot easier for you guys who are watching, what I'm going to show you is one of the most powerful techniques mentally for you to actually make progress in your life. So let me show you. Picture a rubber band. It's called, I don't know, I'm going to call it the rubber band theory. But picture a rubber band, right? Obviously we know what a rubber band's like. You pull it, it snaps back. So this is your starting point. This is where you are in self-improvement. This is where you want to get to. You do all the work that's getting you towards here. You're doing everything you possibly can. You're doing that. You're habit tracking. You're taking cold showers. You're meditating. All that's happening, but eventually, it snaps back here. Why is that? Why? Why do you think that is? You're doing meditation, so it's not like it's anything to do with that side of things. Once I learned this, things generally started to change in my life, and you will see them change very quickly. What you need to change is your starting point. So you want to get to here, and you do everything from here to here, but you just don't quite make it to there, and you always end up snapping back. You need to change your identity. Your identity is the thing that's keeping you from going to here. It's the thing that always repels you back, because whenever you go to the gym, you always see yourself as the guy who's got man titties and has a flabby stomach and has 20% body fat. You're the guy who has no muscle mass, and you're the guy who can't get girls. You're also the guy who tries meditation just because you're really trying to get the benefits out of it. You're reading because you want to seem cool and talk and say to your friends that you read books. That's your identity. That is what's keeping you from actually becoming the things that you want to be. So if you're somebody who journals, if you're somebody who doesn't journal, get the hell off my channel and go watch Mr. Beast and jack off to, I don't know, it's a hentai. But if you actually are a serious person who generally wants to improve your life, who like literally is sick of the shit that you're in, you should be journaling. So get your book out, get your journal, and I want you to spend an hour doing this. What is your new identity? This is stuff that, like, genuinely I've paid money for. I've paid £400, £500 for courses, and this is the sort of knowledge, and I'm giving this to you for free. What is your identity, your new identity? So obviously it's not that simple. You can't just sit there and go, I'm Drake. That's not, because it's not that easy, as much as we wish it was. What I mean is, we're going to do a certain few different practices. The first thing you want to do is visualizations. Now, I know what you're going to say. Oh, bro, but visualizations are for the crazy girls from LA who, yeah, shut up. That's not what visualizations are. They're, like I said, let them do their crazy stuff. What actual visualizations are things that you tell yourself that make you feel good in the moment, that sort of, they remind you of your new identity, so you don't forget. So, again, I'm no scientist, but there is a certain thing that this is called, I don't know the name of it, but it's basically what I'm trying to explain is, if you were to close your eyes and think of a really hot girl, your Johnson gets really erect. So it does. It's the power of thought and the power of your mind. Simple, you just close your eyes and you think of something and your body reacts to it. It's the same thing with what this is. So, visualizations. What you want to do is write down 3 to 4, maybe 5 max things saying I am, and then blank. I am confident. I am a leader. I am disciplined. I'm focused. And I'm hardworking. Say those sort of things to yourself and write them down in your journal and say them over and over and over to yourself. Close your eyes and even visualize yourself being that. If you can smile and that makes you feel good in the moment, and that generally makes you feel good, then it's working. Do that every single day until you literally are convinced that you are confident, strong-minded, strong-willed, or whatever you've written down on your visualization. If you genuinely want your life to change, this is the sort of stuff that the 99% of people don't know about. Whenever people sit down and go, "Oh, tell me your secret to getting rich," these are genuinely the techniques rich people do. It's proven. Because if you want to be the 1%, you need to stop thinking like the 99%. The top 1% of fucking men out there, they don't do what you do, they don't think like you do, and they do different things. These are the type of people that whenever they have a negative thought or they do a bad habit, they literally write it down in their journal and explain, and like that's craziness to other people. So why are you right now thinking this is cringe? Or why are you coping? Or why are you finding ways to not do this thing? You should be doing this right now. Right as I'm speaking. Because it's your life. Sooner or later, it's going to be too late. Sooner or later, you're going to be 30 years old. You're going to be 35. You're going to be 40. And you're still going to live the same boring, pathetic life that you've lived previously. You're going to hate yourself, and you're going to regret most of the decisions you've made. That's just the truth. Every ticking moment, right now, in this present moment, is the time for you to actually properly change. So stop trying to meditate because for some stupid reason. Stop trying to go to the gym and do this, that, and the other, because whenever you still see yourself as a pathetic loser. Next time you go to the gym, you have to literally say to yourself, I'm an animal. That's what I do personally. I literally just go, I'm a warrior. I'm an animal. Whenever I go to the gym, I literally go in there like I'm about to kick down the front door. Because it's the mindset I put myself in. I've changed my identity. And because of that, the world basically acknowledges what you are. Because think of it. If you're a rich person, but you're broke, but you have the mindset of a rich person, you think you're rich, and you live every single day doing things that a rich person would do, well then what are you going to end up being? Rich. That's how law of attraction works. Once you mold and genuinely believe that that is your identity, then the world will give you what that identity has. If you genuinely go outside and think that you're a confident person and start holding eye contact with people all of a sudden and starting random conversations with people, then you will start getting the rewards of a confident person. You see what I'm talking about here? This is such incredible stuff that nobody knows about, because everyone sits there and goes, oh, I want to go to the gym, I want to get in shape, I want to do this and I want to do that. But they do it for a few months and they quit, or they're really inconsistent with it, or maybe they're not, but they just don't really make that much progress in whatever it is they're doing. It's because they still have the mindset of the loser who was 17-year-old and traumatized by their family, who's had trauma in their past that they haven't dealt with. They still see themselves as that, as the traumatized, scared, insecure loser of a person. Well, of course, the world's just going to give you the repercussions of the things of living that sort of life. Because if you're a happy rich person who thinks that you're really, really good and that you're really charismatic and that you're in really good shape, but you've just had a bit of an off season, then you start literally doing the things that those people that matches with that identity, and you get those rewards. Don't waste your time looking back. We're not going that way.